9:31.
All right, we are live. Bill Thornburg, I hope you are here joining us very shortly. I do not see that we have a viewer yet, but we will soon. Nope, no, not yet.
All right. Well, hey, good evening, fellow TFBA owners. Welcome live to this exclusive broadcast of the 2021 TFBA expansion draft. We are just moments away from introducing our two new franchises and seeing who they're gonna build around. But first, let me introduce my partner on tonight's broadcast, TFBA media draft analyst Hank Hawken.
Good evening, Thornburg. Glad to see you. Oh, he just left. He was here, then he left. But anyway, he'll be back. Yes, good gentlemen. This is somewhat exciting. You can get a couple of guys to lead the franchise, and hopefully, build the basis for greatness. So exciting times.
So before we talk about players that we think are going to be drafted here tonight, let's talk about what we can expect from these two new franchises. Do you have a secret you can let them in on? We've been doing this for 9 years now.
Listen, I think that the key to this whole thing is getting a stable of guys at the top, and that it's not usually that as deep as you think. Your roster is 13 players, right? And if you can have 5 or 6 that are solid, rock solid, you can put them in every time they play. And then the other 7, 6, 7 roster spots, you're going to want to be able to churn those night after night so that you can pick up whoever's playing that night and try and maximize the number of players you've got on a given night. Because games are basically, and I don't know if you guys have looked at this yet, but games are basically 1 week long. So Monday's the first day, only about, half the league plays on Monday. Tuesday night, everybody plays. Wednesday night, like 3 games, on this example. Then Thursday, again, everybody plays. And then it's not a balanced thing. So some weeks, some of your guys will have 4 games. Other weeks, they'll have 2. And you'll, need to fill in those holes. But you got to work around your core of 5 or 6 guys that you're not going to get rid of. And then try and, churn over the rest and bring in some bench players. And the fun part, I think, is sometimes you grab one of those guys and they develop into somebody you're not getting rid of.
Mm-hmm. All right, that was more than one secret, I think. Well done.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's introduce our fellow TFBA owners to the league's newest franchises, and you can see already there is genuinely, I think, one face that is going to be new to all owners. So let's start with the Maryland Marauders. Welcome. Going to be led by 10-year-old Ben Cohen.
Did you say the Maryland Marauders?
The Maryland Marauders. Where exactly in Maryland are you guys based?
Rockville.
Yeah, we're near Nick in Rockville.
All right.
Dude, Stick, this is your stomping grounds.
I went to Rockville High School.
There you go.
Did you? I didn't know that.
I did indeed.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yep. So Ben, can I ask you a few questions?
Yep.
How much NBA do you watch?
Every couple nights I'll watch a game or 2.
All right.
Okay. Favorite team?
Celtics.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh,
See,
come
Cohen,
on.
yeah, I know.
Terrible.
I've read that a parenting tip that says you have until your kids turn about 10 to convince them that your sports loyalties are the ones they should also have. If you don't get them by then, they'll pick their own teams. But if you can get them before 10, I have my son Luke, who is a big Vikings fan, so it's good.
Yeah, I'm golden. We got the Red Sox game on right behind us. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you have good teams to root for that are competitive. So,
favorite player, Ben?
Yeah, Jason Tatum.
Yep.
He used to be Kemba, but then he's on the Knicks now.
Who is
Kemba?
Oh yeah, you gotta love Kemba.
Jason Tatum. Yeah, Jason Tatum is owned by the leper colony who is watching us here tonight.
That's right, Thornburg.
All right, and Ben, what's your bedtime these days? How much NBA can you watch every night?
I can watch like 15 to 30 minutes.
Yep.
All right.
That's about what I give Luke too. I'm like, all right, you can watch. You're not getting the whole first quarter. You can watch to like the halfway commercial break.
Well, let's be honest. We talk all the time how we can't make it past halftime of the the West Coast games.
Oh, the 10:30 start time is brutal. That's tough.
All right. So let me welcome in the New England Snowflakes as well. Love the name, Rob.
Yep.
The Safe Space Dome.
Yep.
Your wife, I know, is a big Aliens fan. I hope she's aware of the Alien Attack play in the TFBA, and she can keep rooting for Aliens over here.
Yes, she has been following the Alien Attack for the last 10 years in the TFFLBA. Is that what it's called?
TFBA.
Which podcast am I on again?
There's no L in this one.
Yes. So excited to be here.
Good.
One thing I've learned with draft prep is, and I've got my list right here,
It's all about
is
the
that
paper.
one guy can play 5 positions. I'm looking at these lists and I'm like, wait, didn't I just cross that guy off in another position?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, he's on like 4 positions.
Yep.
So it should be a good time tonight.
And
All
those, as you know, that's a
Sunday.
secret that you've now uncovered, is that yes, finding guys who you can plug in at multiple positions has great benefit.
Right. So if I have Giannis, let's just say, I
Mhm.
know I don't have him, but like, do I have to decide like he's going to play center?
Yep.
And then anytime he gets into the game as a
Doesn't
power
matter.
forward, I can't play him.
Don't
No,
worry don't worry what he's doing on the court. Worry about your roster. You have,
But I can plug him in those positions.
You plug him in.
Absolutely.
You start him wherever you want to start.
It's like a tight end in the TFL, right?
Sure.
Exactly. You can start him at any roster spot you want. Plug him in, as long as he is eligible. Like LeBron, I'm eligible to start him at point guard. So he's not a he's a power forward. But
I've played fantasy baseball. I've played fantasy hockey and fantasy football. Obviously, I've never played fantasy basketball my entire life.
well,
So this is my
kinda
first time doing it.
We didn't know what the heck we were doing either for the first 3 years.
All right.
And we're starting to figure it out.
All right, I'm excited.
And you only set your lineup once a week, right?
You can plug it in as far out in advance as you want to. And really all you're trying to do is make sure that anybody on your roster is active, that you have them in your active lineup. It's like I usually go in on like Sunday and set it for the whole week ahead. And then if I have time on Tuesday, I'll go look at it and say, hey, is there a move I could make and get somebody in there? But
so you can swap during the week.
Oh, you can swap every day. And
Okay.
you will. Stick will make a move every day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, but a lot of people do not at all, and so it's a matter of how good your core are. Guys getting hurt? Are there guys that are out for a period of time that you might need to replace? It's things like that. And remember, it's a long season.
All right, let's get on with this real quick before we get to the draft. Hank, I want you to take a look at your best available players.
Yep.
And what do we think? Are these guys going to be leaning toward the big name, some real big name veterans at the top of the list, or some young up and comers?
Well, I think you want to look at both, honestly. I think obviously, because going forward, we are going to keep your best 2 players. Drafting somebody who's older may not be as beneficial because he's going to go away soon. If you can get somebody who's young, and second, third, fourth year in the league, you could have him for a while. So look at that as maybe a potential if it swings one way or the other on certain guys. You also notice that there's different positions and how deep they are. There's only so many power forwards out there. There's only so many centers out there that are worth starting. There's a lot of guards and there's a lot of small forwards. But if you wait too long on some of those other positions, it can get thin. So,
who's at the top of your best available players list?
Paul George.
All right, we'll see if he's number 1 overall here in just a moment. So what we first need to do is figure out who is going to draft number 1 overall tonight. Whoever drafts number 1 overall tonight will also draft number 4 overall tonight. And the person at number 2 will get number 3.
This helmet is a collector's item now.
There you go.
I don't mean to offend anyone. It's just a helmet that we got when Luke was born. Okay. Who's drafting first tonight? Are you ready? I'm just going to pull one. This is going to be it. All right, here it is. I got it. It's right here. The first pick tonight will go to TC.
The Maryland Marauders. All right.
Maryland Marauders will be drafting first. So that means Fats, you will now draft 5th on Sunday. And TC, you'll be 6th on Sunday.
Right.
All right.
All right. Who's at the top of your board, guys?
I think we're gonna take Young.
Nice. Trae Young, you took him from me. I love it. Great pick.
Hank.
That bums me out. Yeah, I know.
Did you say Trae Young?
Yeah.
Yep.
I had a really hard time deciding if I was going to keep LeBron or Trae Young, and I was keeping Trae Young for a long time. And when it came to it, I'm like, I cannot let LeBron go. I've had him since we started. LeBron has to be on my team. So,
and LeBron's one of those guys who plays like point guard and small forward and power forward. A lot of flexibility with him. But wow,
they're going to rest him this year, though, so we'll see. But Trae Young's a great pick.
Exciting player to have. All right, that's great. Rob, 2 picks to you now.
Oh, it's a snake for the.
Yeah, you get the next 2, and then TC goes.
I didn't know that. This is great. So I'll take who Phil suggested, Paul George.
Yeah.
Right.
Who you take?
Paul George.
And
He's going there.
And hang on. I'm analyzing. I'm crunching numbers, circling Paul George in all these different columns.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have an app?
I do, man. I can't. You know, the TFL, I don't even draft from an app. I got to do it through paper. I don't know why.
And the TFL, my change to the app has been amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Me personally, my draft, I have trouble doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Paul George, and I am going to take. Do I get points off if I can't pronounce guys' names?
No.
Nikola Vucevic.
I told you, Nikola, the great pick. I had it again. One of my guys. Awesome.
I'm going to take those 2 guys tonight. See what happens.
2 good point producers right there.
Oh, I see.
Nice picks. Nice picks. Bums me out.
All right, the last pick of the evening, wrapping us up here tonight and getting us all square at 2 players on every franchise. Who's it going to be, Maryland Marauders?
We can take Drew Holiday. He gets a ton of assists.
Antoine Walker is not available, just so you know.
The shimmy.
Good thing.
But he gets a lot of rebounds and points.
Chris Paul was the worst pick to be way fat yet. Okay, so let's take him.
I got it down to 3 guys who one of these 3 guys I think they're going to go with.
Let's go.
JR. Truth.
We selected Julius Randle.
Okay. All right. Nice. All right. I like that.
All right. I know Michael Giovenco on the Pork Tenders had him last year. Was very excited with him.
What? Sorry, I missed that pick.
Julius Randle.
Okay.
He scores points too.
He's a young, healthier version of Davis. I mean, I think he's good.
Yep. He should be a little bit motivated, I think, coming off a weak playoff performance.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a monster in the regular season last year. All right. Good picks.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got our regular draft coming up in 48 hours, Sunday evening. I will go ahead.
You got a draft order on that too? Where am I getting a draft order?
I'll send that around on email. It's on the site somewhere, but I'll send it around on email.
Stupid question. How does the championship work?
So 4 teams make the playoffs.
Okay, there's a playoffs.
Yeah, 4 teams make the playoffs, and with the realignment we've done, it'll be 2 division winners, 2 wild cards. I think the 2 wild cards could both come from the same division.
To be records.
It's a 1-week playoff, just like all the regular season games. So,
okay. Is that the way it was before? Or so
did we play the championship for 2 weeks last time?
And there was 1 year, I believe, we did 2-week playoff games. Both the semifinals and the championship were 2 weeks. And I think most people
pushes it too late in the season, because if we get too late in the season, the guys start resting and they start not, as playoffs either start happening or guys are totally out of it.
Yep.
So we don't want to go too late.
But it's always been 4 teams, even with the 2 new teams in the league. You didn't expand it to 5 teams with a bye or something.
I actually took a look to see if we could do 6 playoff teams. They don't even give you the option to go beyond 4 for a 10-team league.
Mm-hmm.
Just curious.
Okay.
That's all right.
Makes sense.
It's all right. Got to be good.
All right.
All right, so I'll plug this stuff in on the site. I will send around an email with the draft order, and we will see everybody in 48 hours. We'll actually be doing that one on the ESPN.com site starting, I think, sharp at 9 o'clock on Sunday. It will start automatically and run on its own, so we can chat online in the ESPN app as it goes. But you're in control of everything, and the league the site will take it from there for the next 6 months.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right,
Yeah, the
congratulations.
ESPN app is really easy. Yeah, you'll like it.
All right,
Cool.
welcome, guys. Congratulations, and we'll see everybody in a couple days. Take care.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.